Hello, in this video today we will look at the next bone, that is the scapula. This is known as the scapular bone or the shoulder blade. This is the bone which you find in our upper back. When we look at the scapula, first we should know what are the features of the scapula and which side scapula this is. Later we'll come to the muscles and attachments. So first of all, if we see this scapula, there is a dorsal surface and a costal surface. Costal surface, that means the inner surface which faces the thoracic cage or the anterior surface. This is the dorsal surface or the posterior surface which faces backwards, or the posterior surface which we call. Okay, now these are the two surfaces. Coming to the borders, if we see, this is the superior border, this is the medial border, and this is the lateral border of the scapula. If we touch and see, we will find the lateral border is rod like. Okay, that means it is thick, and the medial border, this is thin. Okay, now coming to the angles, what are the angles present in this bone? This is the superior angle, this is the inferior angle, and this is the lateral angle. This is also known as the lateral angle or the glenoid angle because the glenoid fossa is there. Now coming to what are the processes. Okay, in the dorsal surface or the posterior surface, we find a very large process. This is called the spinous process or the spine of the scapula. Okay, now this spine of the scapula continues forward to the acromion process, finger like process. This is the acromion process. Another, in the superior border, there is a continuation, that is the coracoid process. Okay, this is known as the coracoid process, this is known as the acromion process, and this is the spine of the scapula. So these three are the major processes. Now how can we say which side scapula this is? Okay, now if we see, this is the glenoid fossa which always faces laterally. This is the spine of the scapula which should be always backwards or in the posterior surface. And this is the concave part. This is the concave anterior part of the scapula which should be forward and facing the thoracic cage. So if we hold the scapula in the anatomical position, we can say that this is the left-sided scapula. Okay, because glenoid is towards the left side, spinous process is at the back, posterior side, and this concave part is in the anterior side. Okay, so overall we can say this is the left-sided scapula. Okay, now this acromion process again gets articulated with the clavicle anteriorly, forming the acromioclavicular joint. Okay, the humerus, the head of the humerus again joins here with the glenoid cavity and forms the glenohumeral joint. Okay, now coming to the surfaces, we can see this is the concave surface of the anterior part where there are the attachment of muscles. Serratus anterior, subclavius muscles attached here in this part. When we see the dorsal part or the posterior part of the scapula, we see there are two fossa. The spine of the scapula divides this scapula into two parts, upper part and the lower part. So this is named as the supraspinatus fossa and the lower part is named as the infraspinatus fossa. Okay, and here we will see there are major attachment of some major rotator cuff muscles later on. So at least if we know these features, we can say this is a scapula and which sided scapula this is. Hope you are clear with this scapular bone. Thank you.